Okay, this is an awesome picture. When I look at this, I just think about each person. What are the possibilities? Who can set the limits to what one person can do potentially? I marvel at this, and I think all of us have wondered about this. And also, wow, here we are, and we've got our life before us. And one of the things I've thought about a lot is time. That what is it? It's such an amazing idea, and we've got lots of it. It's for free, and yet it is so precious, and that we want to enjoy and utilize each one of those moments. That's what everything is made out of, is time, our lives, and we only have so much of it, and we want to use it wisely. And so here we are. What do we want to do with our lives? All of the possibilities before us. And one of the things I like to just think about is what could we do to do the best good, to make the biggest difference? I think that's what a lot of us are looking for. And so one of the things also is time. Like, how could I have more of it? And studying about that, if you actually have a massively transformative purpose, and you can clearly articulate it, you'll live years longer, and I believe years better than a person who doesn't. That actually changes everything, not just your thoughts, but physiologically and your whole body. And wow, people that wake up in the morning and they're excited about what they've got to do, and they know what they're going to do, it's just changes everything. And so I would encourage you to decide, what do you want to do with your life? Isn't that fun? A massively transformative purpose. Ooh, that's a neat word. And what is it that helps us come to a higher achievement? And this is what we want to do. Success is achievement. Success is deciding something and working towards it, something that is an ideal. Wow. And I think all of us are craving this, our need for significance. We want to know that what we do counts. And then, have you noticed in work that not all work is created equal? And I've always thought, what would be the ultimate job? Surely some jobs are better than others. And if you were thinking, okay, what would be the ultimate job to do? Well, how would you even measure that? And the way I would look at that is feeling like what you're doing matters, that it's making a positive difference in the lives of other people. One of the obvious things is not all work pays the same. Some work just has a higher value in the marketplace. Well, everything else being equal, it'd be fun to make more money than less money. But another thing is, have you ever had work where you dreaded the beginning of the next morning and having to go do that again? And that's kind of what Brian Tracy talks about, that there's nothing worse in the entire world than doing something that you feel doesn't really matter. Meaningless work destroys the soul. Well, opposite, meaningful work. Oh, that is what is an abundant life. And here's the fun thing. This is really cool. And I think anybody that's really successful, they can look back at a moment in their life where they made a decision. Something happened where they changed. And so this is a fun thought right here. On any given day, you can massively change the direction of your life. Wow. So Jim Rohn, this is a thing that just hit me really hard. This is a big thing. Don't ask for it to be easy, just ask for it to be worth it. If you want to have more, well, you have to become more. For things to change, you have to change. Isn't this powerful that when you change, everything will change for you? For things to get better, you need to get better. For things to improve, you have to improve. Wow. If you grow, everything grows for you. Simple, but oh, so powerful. And so here we are. Think and grow rich. One of the big things about achievement is just desire, having a burning desire. Isn't this a fun thought to just put into your mind that desire is the starting point of all achievement. Okay, Norman Vincent Peale. I love this. What if you had this on your wall and you just thought about this all the time, that a man who is self-reliant, that means you're accepting responsibility for yourself. If you're positive, optimistic, and you undertake your work with assurance of success, if you know that you're going to succeed, it magnetizes your condition. Isn't this neat? Drawing yourself into the creative power of the universe. If you think you're going to be successful, that's it. Henry Ford, if you think you can, or if you think you can't. Well, let's just say if you think you can, you're right. Let's not even talk about that other part. And this is some really neat thoughts from Think and Grow Rich. Faith. Faith is the eternal elixir. Wow. Believing, it gives life and power and action to the impulse of thought. Ooh, and I think this is such a good thing. It fits so much into this book, Think and Grow Rich, that all impulses of thought have a tendency to clothe themselves in their physical equivalent. Wow. Poverty or riches, they're both the offspring of thought. People that are successful or people that are unsuccessful. The thing is, they definitely think differently. Here's another thing to change your thinking. One of the most famous things that Jim Rohn talks about is that we become what we think about, and we think the same as the people that are around us. And so in all ways, whether it's your bank balance or what you're reading, what your belief system is, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So the quickest way to change your life is to change who you're hanging around with, change your environment. And Charles Tremendous Jones, I've heard this in my 20s. It was so powerful that where you will be in 5 years depends on the books you read, the people you associate with, what you listen to, the things that you put around. And he goes on and he talks about this. He says, hang around thinkers, you'll be a better thinker. Hang around winners, you'll be a better winner. But if you hang around a bunch of complaining, griping boneheads, soon you'll become a better complaining, griping bonehead. and Zig Ziglar says along the same idea that if you want to be successful, hang around people who are successful. If you want to catch the flu, simply hang around somebody who has the flu. And so if you hang around unmotivated people, you will fight an uphill battle to stay motivated. Okay, William James. Wow. Successful people, they might not want to do what's necessary, but they do it anyway. Jocko Willink, he has a book and it's called Discipline Equals Freedom. Powerful stuff. And I think all of us, William James talks about that compared to what we ought to be, what we could be, that we're half awake. All of us know that on any given day, that the incitements of that day don't inspire the enormous reserves and capacities that we all know that are within us. And so compared to what we ought to be, we're half awake. Wow. Find something that lights you up, gets you on fire. Okay, here's a fun thought. Okay, discipline equals freedom. We could call this willpower. Wow, how can I get myself to do what I know I need to do? And we have not infinite reserves of willpower. We want to use it carefully, but we can also play with our brains and do things that can help us with that. And it can be developed. And we can actually just push through that so that the decision is made, and then the little decisions that are for the great decision don't have to be remade again and again and again. And here's the thing specifically about everything that we do. How we do one thing is how we do everything. And one of the most vital things that we can do, especially if we're involved in a health company selling wellness, is we want to act the part. Wow. But think about this. This was said a long time ago. It's so true. When health is absent, wisdom cannot reveal itself. Art cannot be manifest. Strength cannot fight. Wealth becomes useless. You know, if you were wealthy, but you had no health, it would be useless. Intelligence, it's just not there. Napoleon Hill, he really lays this out. Think about this, that self-mastery is everything. And if our appetites are messed up, if we're not feeding ourselves right, our brains just don't work as well. So I'll just read this. People who have not mastered themselves, well, they overfeed their appetites. Self-mastery contemplates sufficient control over the appetites to enable one to feed them what they need and withhold food not needed. The majority of people are so weak in self-discipline that they fill their stomachs with combinations of rich food which please the taste, but overwork organs of digestion and elimination. When people eat wisely, their body is sound and their brain functions properly. You can change everything. You are what you think. You are what you say and do. You are what you eat, drink, and breathe. Isn't this a fun thought right here? Serve yourself wellness and you will improve every area of your life. Every thought and substance that flows through your body makes a difference in the way you look and feel. So, boy, one of the best things you can do is feed your mind and heart and spirit just high octane good stuff. Don't be a junk food in food or in thoughts and reading. Wow. This is a neat idea right here. Work intensely hard on a focused goal. Decide that is by pushing one's limit, the life gets better and bigger. Well, this says the same thing. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Boy, I think we're saying the same thing over and over again, but that's how we learn, is saying the same thing and thinking the same thing over and over again. When you have powerful ideas and you keep putting them into your brain, they become deeper and more permanent. This is one of the neatest ideas right here with Charles Givens. Achieve success in any area of life by identifying the optimum strategies and repeating them until they become habits. Success is a habit, so is failure. Success is a recipe. Isn't that neat? Achieve success by identifying all of the stuff, mixing the ingredients, and you come out with the same consistent results. System. I love this idea right here. And this is what we're involved. We have a business where you follow this recipe and you share it with other people, and you just do that same system, make that a habit, a daily activity. Nothing changes until what you do daily, and then that allows it to compound. So think about this system. It enables you to achieve goals, wow, that you were afraid to even imagine. You know, you do the same thing again and again, day after day, which turns into successful weeks, which turns into successful months, and then years. Completely change your whole life. And it just begins today with a decision, a desire, and a change. Here's some fun thoughts along that idea that we're all bundles of habits. Almost everything is autopilot. We don't have to think too much. And this is a really important thing. It's kind of a flywheel in our mind that just keeps the momentum going, so we don't actively have to consciously think, okay, I'm walking. Let's see, I need to put my right foot next. Okay, my left. Oh, I got to keep the momentum. Right foot, left. You don't think about that. Pretty much everything that we do again and again, you're not consciously thinking. As an example, the piano. If you see a note, you just put your finger there, and you don't have to look and count the little things on the note. You don't have to look and where it is on the keyboard. You just go there. If you have done it again and again and again, and it's like that with anything. Wow, we are the builders of our habits. We are the creators of ourselves. Wow. And good habits are hard to make sometimes, but they're easy to live with. Bad habits, they're easy to make, but they're hard to live with. So cultivate only habits you're willing that should master you. Wow. Napoleon Hill, he has such good ideas. Any habit which weakens one's willpower invites a flock of its relatives to move in and take possession of the mind. Wow. Goes back to that. How we do one thing is how we do everything. Be careful. Just really do the right stuff in every area. I love this idea right here. When you look at things that might look so hard, it fits into that power of habit, and that which we persist in doing becomes easier for us to do. Not that the nature of the thing itself has changed, but our power to do is increased. We are what we repeatedly do. So excellence is not an act, and of course it is, but more so, it's a habit. Isn't that amazing? Wow. And then what we do daily compounds. This is so powerful. Just that little drip of the faucet, leave that alone. It could flood a house. Just the day after day compounding of little things is just astonishing. Wow. Seemingly small, insignificant steps completed consistently over time creates a radical difference. Okay, so we're involved in a business, and it's very simple. And what we want to do is make them habits. Essentially, our business is all about getting a list, adding people to the list, approaching them, and talking to them, sharing a story, and the whole thing is, over time, it accumulates to lots of people. And if you do that often enough, and this is all critical on the aspect of, we got a business that offers a product or service that people needs, offers value to those people, changes them. You know, ideally, what would I believe is something that's life-changing and consumable. You can't get it anywhere else, and it's a compelling story to get people curious enough to look at it. And then just do it and do it and do it and do it every day over time, and marvelous things start happening. And again, that which we persist in doing becomes easier. Right at first, it's hard, it's scary. Having somebody maybe say no, or no thank you, or not interest. You do it again anyway, and you desensitize yourself. You learn not to take the no personally. Because they're really not. And we've already done that in other areas of life. If somebody came over and you said, would you like a drink of water or a piece of pie? And they say, no, thank you. You're not laying in bed at night wondering, oh my goodness, can we still be friends? I've been rejected. No, they just weren't hungry. And that's often the case with this. And maybe next time they will be. So it's just a fun thought. So much of it is just the mind. Everything about this business is very simple and easy. The aspect of it is get yourself in the habit and just push yourself through with, well, discipline equals freedom. Have enough reasons. And I think this idea right here, one day at a time, just that daily accumulation, one successful day, and this business, a successful day is essentially making some phone calls, texting people, getting people curious enough to take a look at what we're doing, one day at a time. Think about this. Everything possible, everything that you could want to happen in your business, it's really on the other end of a phone call. Just everything you want. And success is just one phone call at a time. And so if you're making lots of calls every day, that happens. Meeting with people. Wow, we're starting to do that. Last couple of years, it's almost all been just telephone work, working at home. Now we're venturing out. That's a lot of fun. I love meeting with people. And most of it really is one-on-one. Going over to somebody, meeting them someplace, just texting people. And here's a powerful idea. If you can talk with one person, well, if you can talk with one person, you can talk with 2 and 3 and 4, and you can do it the next day. Think about that. If you can talk to one person, you can talk to 2 people. And if you talk to very many at all, you're going to get better at it. And if you can talk, and if you can make one sale, you can make another sale. Wow. And the best time to make a sale is right after you made a sale. You get more proficient. So much of charisma is just competence and confidence. All of that happens. It makes you really attractive. And so you just kind of push through. And if you can sponsor one person, you can sponsor another. It's so powerful. And if you can make these things habits and repeat them, you could become wealthy in this. It's just allowing enough time to consistently do this over time. Powerful stuff. Okay, so what do you do? Well, system. Here's the recipe for success. This is what I'm doing. I call people, and I think all of us inside, the way we're made is we love to help other people. If you've ever had a friend call and say, hey, I can't believe it, my light's left on or something and my battery's dead, would you come and give me a jump, or can you pick me up, or can you help me do something? I always feel good about doing that. And so, wow, asking for help. Yeah, that's a powerful thing. So I begin a call. I say, hey, have you got a minute? Well, I need your help. Would you do me a personal favor? And I don't just say, I need your help. Will you do me a favor? I kind of add a little, would you do me a personal favor? And just invariably, they'll say, well, yeah, what do you need? And I'm not asking them to come and help me drain my flooded basement or anything like that. It's something easy. I'm asking their advice. And that's another high compliment, is asking someone for their opinion. And so this is what I'm doing here. And so the script is, okay, I need your help. Would you do me a personal favor? Sure, what do you need? Well, I know we're both interested in health, and I've just watched a 5-minute YouTube presentation. It's a biochemist talking about something that I believe will change everything about health. It could be a real game changer. And I thought you would want to know about it, but I would really like to know what you think, because you're a smart person. And if I send you the link to this, will you watch it and then just let me know what you think about it? Could I call you back sometime tomorrow? Just do that over and over and over again. What I found is if you do that, almost every time they'll say yes. And it's only a 5-minute. And so think about this. Our job is simply not getting the right outcome that we want. Of course, we want that, but we don't get invested in that because we have no control of that. What we do have control of is how many people are we going to talk to. So our job becomes simply getting people curious enough to want to watch it. And then their job is to decide what they want to do with it. And so when you follow up and they're not interested or don't want to go further at this time, that's just fine. That's part of the numbers. But if they're interested, well, the next thing you do is say, hey, I'm pretty new in this. Let me introduce you to a friend that can answer that question or whatever. So you just kind of move along like this. Well, my goodness, you could do this, and you could do it and do it and do it. And if you did it every day over a period of time, you could build a business. And what's really powerful is this is something you can teach other people to do. So it isn't like you're learning biochemistry and all the inner workings of these products and what they do. We let the biochemist do that. And so that's the thing about a beautiful system, is it's easy. In my mind, I always think about, okay, success is a recipe. What if the recipe was simply chocolate chip cookies? Well, I've got a lot of grandkids that are young and they know how to make them. And think about this. If you got a bunch of 6 and 7-year-olds over to the kitchen, made chocolate chip cookies, let them help. They watched you. There's just a few ingredients. It's a simple recipe. They could make consistently good chocolate chip cookies every time. You don't want to teach them how to bake a souffle. Just this right here, over and over and over again. Now, one of the things I think is really, really good about this is referral. This is the back of a business card, and I really like this. It's health related. That's kind of fun, but think about this. A referral is when you guide someone you care about to someone you trust. Isn't that a fun thought right here? Wow. And all of us do that. Have we recommended a babysitter or a lawn service or a plumber or a restaurant? Have we read a good book that we've read and recommended it to someone else because we liked it? This is what really makes a business of infinite possibilities. There's millions of people out there. How can you make a list and have that keep going over time? Well, if you got something really good, you treat people right, and then you ask for referrals, and it just keeps it going. So powerful stuff here. Okay. All right. People follow you because of who you are and what you represent. Okay. To attract the right people, become the right person. Wow. Become the kind of person in which you wish to attract. So think in your mind, wow, if I could get me some really good people, and it's just the same thing. If you're thinking, wow, of all the things to make me happy, I think a happy marriage, what kind of girl would be the best? Well, what you want to do is think, well, okay, what kind of guy would that girl be attracted to? You want to be kind of thinking in terms of all the stuff. Be the person that you wish to attract. Wow, Gandhi said it really well. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. What kind of business would my business be if everyone in it were just like me? So again, be the kind of person that you would love to sponsor. Okay, I love this. If you really want to be happy, if you really want to achieve and have an abundant life, find your massively transformative purpose and decide to be in the top 10 at least. Just try to be the very, very best. Be becoming exceptional at what you do rather than just kind of going along and, well, this sounds really good, but man, if I sit down and try to memorize this script, I think I can just wing it pretty good. And it's really hard to be, spontaneously brilliant. You want to not just whatever falls out of your mouth. Be exceptional. Treat this as a profession. Go for the top. Be a key person, and then find some other key people. Wow. To have, you must do. I love these 10 two-letter words. If it is to be, it is up to me. Okay, we have a plan, and essentially it's just find 3 really good people and teach them to do the same, and do that again and again, growing 3 taproots, and you will be successful. Now, one of the most important things that you can have is a mentor. So find somebody that's already really good, that's where you want to be, and call them. The thing I love about this company, this business, is you can find very, very good people. You can have a mentor. In a lot of businesses, if you look up coaching and all that kind of stuff, you can spend a whole lot of money having a good coach. With this, there's successful people in the business that are available, and it's for free and it's ongoing. Isn't that amazing? And this is the thing I like to do. If you're a really good teacher, maybe you remember this in college or something, where this really master teacher, they said, okay, this is really important. This is going to be on the test. And so I tell people, I'm looking for a few key people, and I have a test to find out if somebody's going to be a key person. And so this is a test. Call me every day and give me names, and we'll do 3 ways. And so this is what it's all about. And so I tell them that, and they don't call me if I want to talk to them, I have to call them because they don't call me. They haven't made a list of names. Well, I quickly have found out that they didn't pass the test. They're not a key person. And it's just that simple. Wow. And this is the key. Get really, really good at learning the approach to get people curious enough to look at the tool, and then follow up, do 3 ways, ABCs, use the product yourself. I am sold myself. You should be your own best customer. Wow. Follow up, follow up, follow up. If you don't follow up, you will fail. And if you're going to fail, you might as well do it efficiently. Don't even get started, because if you don't follow up, you'll get the same results. Nothing. You got to follow up. This is kind of a fun little thought in my mind. I'm just looking for answers. Yes or no, indecision. Well, just tell me yes or tell me no. Tell me quick, because I got to go. And of course, we can be patient, but on your own self, if you've got somebody indecisive, don't think, okay, I need to kind of slow down, because if they do get in, I think they could be really good, and I need to carve out some time. No, just go out there and get yourself so busy that it doesn't matter. So don't wait for anybody else. This is the most powerful source of strength there is. If it's something good, certainly in business, I've always felt that if you're on straight commission, or if you're a farmer, you probably pray a lot. It's just kind of an opportunity to get close and ask for help, and that is the greatest source of strength. And to believe that if it's important to you, it really is important to him. Here's a key: get in. Just get started, and for heaven's sake, just stay in, stay consistent, and don't quit. Vince Lombardi. This is a thing I just love. I built a business, but I was no longer growing. And although the cash flow was amazing, I was frustrating because I lost my ability to help new people. And when I saw this, it just really, it spoke to me. The joy is in creating, not maintaining. If you really think about it, if it's been said, when I'm green, I'm growing, but when I'm ripe, I'll soon be rotten. And I want my best days to be in front of me. So life, you want to continue to grow and to continue to learn. So, wow, I'll say it again, the joy is in creating, not maintaining. So, hey, get out there and grow. Okay, so I said this once before, just really decide to become really excellent at what you do. But in the meantime, don't think, okay, I've got these really good people and I don't want to stumble. I don't want to blow it. This is the thing that I think is really important. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing poorly until you can learn to do it well. So, wow, don't put it off. The polish will come later. That's just the way it is. And if you've got a great person, think about this. Hey, I called. I need your help. Would you do me a favor? This looks good to me, but you're smart. You're interested in health. You can do that. You can still do this. It isn't like we're teaching people how to do neurosurgery or root canals. We're just asking people to take a look. This is our skill. That's what makes this so fast growing, because you can be really good in this in a few days in the fundamentals. Later on, yeah, you'll want to learn exactly what kind of products they are, and you'll learn how to say clinoptilolite, maybe even spell it. But in the meantime, we've got somebody else can do that for you, and you can be really successful. If you act like you know all of this fancy stuff, you might impress your friends, and they might be thinking, golly, but at the same idea, they might be thinking, I don't know if I could do that. You want people to look at you and think, he's a nice guy, but my goodness, I think I could do better than that. You want them to be thinking that. And so here's some questions. What level will I take this to? How many people do I want to help? If I do this, how would my life be different? But more than anything, I just want to tell you, you can do this. And, we love to share things that we're excited about, that we believe in with the people that we care about. And I just took a picture of this I was out riding my mountain bike with Valerie, and this is kind of a fun little trail here. It's just so beautiful. And life is decisions. Which way do we go? Actually, both of them are really good. In fact, both of them eventually reconnect. So, and they're both beautiful. But I thought, well, hey, get on the trail. It's beautiful, and come with us. And if you come to our area, we can show you this. So I was with a company, and it spoke to me, and this is what we want to believe. And just share this with you. We have an obsessive enthusiasm for one thing: changing people for the better. Wouldn't that be a wonderful central theme, a purpose of a business, to positively change people? Wow. And holding a deep sense of responsibility to create a sustainable company that's all about empowering people for success, one that people can totally trust, a company that's ethical and transparent, to stay true to who we are, every decision based on these guiding principles. Wow, what we say is what we do, doing the right thing, putting people first, again, positively impacting every person we come in contact with. Having a culture like that, that's what we're doing. This is what we're all about, and we invite you to come and be with us. Just decide, be all in. When you do that, people want to belong to somebody that's all in. And so let's go to work. You guys, you can do this, and you'll be glad you did. So thanks, everybody, and let's keep in touch. Call me every day. Let's do some 3 ways, and we're going to have fun. Take care. The timing's right. The market's immeasurable. The opportunity is yours.